Come on, girls. Come on. Hey, everybody. We're just getting ready to do a horse move. The girls were down on this field here for, I think, 13 days. It might even be 14. And we're giving them basically from this fence line down here up to the tree line. And then it runs back over to here. I don't know if you can see the back of the tree line here. Come on, girls. And then right here's the other pasture that we left this pasture here 2 weeks ago. That one I think like 6 weeks ago, and then those other ones have been a while. But yeah, here they come. Come on, girls. This one's here going to be a really easy move for us. Last year we split this lower half in half, and then we just discussed it. Up here along the fence line, there's an old gate, and we just ran a fence across there. And then there's another pasture that's up above. So we're just going to graze this. We're going to graze this one first, and then move up, and then move over to the orchard. And then our rotation for the year will be basically everything will be grazed by then, and then we'll be dropping down and starting over again, which I don't know how long of a rotation that would have been. Probably a 100-day rotation, something like that. Now, things can change. I mean, let's say if it really cools off and we know that we have some heat coming, we might go back to this field and start again, just so that we're saving some shade. But we should have 5 or 6 weeks of good shaded pastures that they can stay in. But this one here, I don't think's been grazed since probably October of last year. I think me and Kim thinks this is pretty neat. We looked these birds up that's flying around them. They're actually called brown-headed cowbirds. I guess they're native to the US, but they were more like the plains, and they followed the bison. Well, they follow these horses and eat flies off their backs, and they basically stay right where they're grazing and eat all the bugs off the ground. It's pretty neat to watch. So like our fly control here is kind of, we put up, right here's these are, oh, heck, what are they? Not barn swallows, tree swallows, tree swallow nests. These helped a lot. We do use some of the fly traps that are along the fence line here. We use them also. And then the barn has a bunch of barn swallows in it. And then with the tree birds, it's kind of, oh, and I should say, sorry, I'm jumping around a lot. Out on this white barn, Drew put up, well, both the barns have bat boxes on them. We're not sure if the bats are here yet, but trying to fight the bugs is the natural way as much as we can. And in our opinion, we'll have to ask Adrian and Drew, but in our opinion, at least in terms of the horse flies and the deer flies and the ticks, even, they're still ticks, but they seem way less. It seems like everything we're doing is really helping. Now, when we do get in these tree lines, this is when we do, I think it's called Boss, that Kim's putting on them now. That's just another, we try to avoid that as much as we can, but when they're up in here, just to help with all the biting flies so that they're not, because your horses can go lame if they're standing around stomping a lot. And we just try to keep them, again, as protected as possible until we get more and more boxes in and everything. But I think this is only the second time we've had to use that all year. That is a plus for us, where before all the birds and stuff were around, you basically had to use it every 2 weeks or the horses were getting eaten to death. But yeah, we're hoping to get a few weeks here. We'll see how they do on it. And again, yes, we do leave them on our pastures longer. If they pug anything up, we reseed it, and sometimes have to reseed it again just because that first seeding might fail. But then again, we give them a long break. So again, if it comes around to that one, the first one we were on, let's say it was April 20th, if we got another, I don't know, it probably won't be there till end of August, early September. I'm not going to try math in my head real quick, but that's So, well, I will. April, May, June, July. So you're looking at 4 or 5 month rotation. So say 100, we should be 110 day rotation until we get back to that. Now our second rotation would be a little quicker. You're probably talking like, I don't know, a 60-day rotation then, just because you don't have all the biomass of your spring flush. But, and then normally by then we hit like November, December, and we're moving the horses to the winter pastures. But yeah, like I said, there's all the horses. That was a pretty easy move for us today. I call that my mini truck. I'm sure you guys have seen it. This is a big help for me and Kim. We used to do all these moves because we got to go clear back here and get a water tank. We did all that by hand, pulling all the fencing and everything. And I tell you what, that makes it a big difference for us. So, all right, guys, we will talk to you later.